In this next few videos, I'm going to be talking about generators, how to use ES6 generator functions. And in this first video, I'm going to be talking about how to use the yield keyword with generators as a pause, right? So this right now is a regular function that, as you know, the way how functions work, that it will return as soon as it get the keyword return within the function. So we'll stop executing at that point and just return whatever the return is getting passed to, whatever the return is going to return, obviously. Or at the end of the function, whenever the close bracket is. In this case, if I log this, you will see that says Liccy Mike Liccy. If I, for some reason, say I return it here, you will realize that right now it's only going to log Liccy and Mike. Because at this point I'm telling the JavaScript, stop doing anything you're doing. I don't want to keep logging anything. So now how to convert this into a ES6 generator function. So the first thing I want to do is add this here, and then I start using the keyword yield. So if I do this and then copy and paste it here, now I have created a generator function. If I run this again, you will realize that nothing happens, and the reason is because generator functions will not don't run like this. In order to do that, in order to run it, you will want to create an instance of this function. And the way how you do that, you create a new constant and then you call it something. Let's call it log names, and that is going to be equal to my generator function. And now at this point, if I want to start using this generator function, I will do log name equal next, and then if I run this, you will realize that now it's going to give me the first console log. And the reason why it's only giving me the first one, because I'm telling it after this I want you to yield. That means I want it to pause and I don't do anything else unless I'm requested to do so. In order to request the next console log, what you want to do is just repeat the same thing again. You run it and you say return Mike, and if you do it one more time and run it, it says Liccy. And the cool thing about this, like if you run it again, you will realize that it's not going to do anything else. It's just going to console log the last one, which was Liccy. And that's one of the things. Another cool thing that you can do is that you can actually communicate from your instance of a generator to your actual generator. Do that right now if I say something like, let's just get rid of this for now, and then we're going to log, let's say, log name, and then you say next, and then you pass Mike in here. Then we're gonna update this a little bit, get rid of this for now, just comment that for now. And now if I create a new constant in here, that's gonna be the keyword of the person to make it more. And it's gonna be equal to a pause without typo. And then you're gonna console log whatever the person is. So now if I run this again, you realize that it's going to say, oh, we're saying that, sorry. Oh yeah, because the first thing you had to do is actually call your generator function. That's a good one. So yeah, so right now we call in the generator function first, and they are returning undefined, but it's console log the person that you're passing to. So you assigning that value to the yield and then stopping the execution. And that's pretty much it. Well, something else that you can actually do with this, actually, now that I can think about it, you can also do something like this. You can say yield, then pass Mike, and then if I run this along, yeah. So if I run this along, you see that it's going to give me the back keyword, because you can actually pause the generator and will work just like our return. So when you see yield, you pretty much can think like, okay, I can return something to that, and what it's telling me now is that, okay, the value is Mike. And the reason why it's not done is because right now if I run it twice, you see that it's actually completed. And the reason why it's not going to tell you it's done is because yield, even though it's going to return the value that you pass in reality it's just a pause. So you pause in the function for 1 second until somebody else or something else come back after and just finish the execution of that function. So in theory, if you do something, yeah, well, that wouldn't work in here. But if you do something like return like 2, like 3, now you run this, is false false, and then if I run it again, is false false true. So in this case, I don't need to go to the last yield because the function is already returning before I even get to the third one. So just do not confuse yield, which is pause, with return function. So you can actually use a mix and match with it. So that means you can have yield, you can have a yield and a return in the same function. And that's pretty much it for now. And tomorrow we talk about something else.